Hey, good morning there, Sweet Peas. Basic Prepper Mom Myra. So it has now been reported, I guess the numbers came out this morning, that I think it was 7.2 million illegals have been caught at the southern border since Biden has been in office. 7.2 million. Those are the only, those are just the numbers that were accounted for. And I say that like this. Because I believe the numbers are, and a lot of people believe the numbers are way higher than even what they're reporting as far as how many they've actually caught. So I've heard estimates of anywhere between 11 and 12 million that have entered our country illegally from the time Biden has been in office. So I don't know. There's a lot, just saying. And who do you think is going to pay the price for that? Oh, we are, because, you know, we're taxpayers and that's what we do, right? Super frustrating, especially since, so and this is just putting it out there. So my husband has unfortunately been laid off for the last probably 2 to 2.5 months, maybe 2 months to almost 3 months. Anyway, just because he works in construction. Well, now the sun's going to come out. Of course. There we go. He works in construction. He is a truck driver, and unfortunately with all the rain and everything that we've had and how wet it's been, well, can't really do a whole lot when it's so wet and with all the flooding and stuff. So anyway, he, because of the weather, has been laid off for this amount of time. Usually he's laid off during the wintertime. He's always worked construction. He's been a truck driver for over, probably almost 30 years now. Wow. So usually he does get laid off a little bit in the wintertime, but this has been probably the longest for quite a while. Anyway, and we don't live, you know, we don't get benefits or anything like that. He does get unemployment, but he pays into unemployment. That's not a government thing. That's something that he pays into to have that reserve for him, and he doesn't get paid. He only gets paid, to be honest, about maybe 1/4 of what his regular pay is, which is really, really difficult for us. Thankfully, we had some savings that we are living on, basically. Otherwise, we would not be making it. But I could easily probably apply for whatever. But the only thing that we have, or my kids have, 2 of my kids, so my 2 younger kids, were able to qualify for Medi-Cal, which is, you know, the free health insurance. I say free because we all pay for it eventually, right? And they have now said, they sent me a letter saying that their services will be cut off at the end of this month because they are no longer a part of my taxpayer's household. Okay, first of all, my son he will be 21 this year. He's on the autism spectrum, just throwing that out there. He's very smart, he's very high functioning, but he's not high functioning that he could, so much so that he could live on his own totally. I don't believe so. Sorry, there's something going on down here. Oh, I think it's road construction. Okay. Thought it was an accident. And my daughter is only 19 years old, and she does not, she works like barely part-time and is not moving out anytime soon. So apparently, though, they're not a part of my taxpayer household. Not sure what that even means, but okay. So I can't get medical help or coverage for my kids. Now, mind you, my kids don't go to the doctor very often at all. Like, we don't. They do, however, get a couple of prescriptions that they've been on for many, many years. And that's basically the biggest reason why, because their medication is It's not hugely expensive if we had to pay cash, but right now cash is very short supply. So it definitely helps. But my kids can't get free medical, even for, however long that we might need it. But yet someone coming over here illegally can not only get free medical care, but they can get cash, they can get housing, they get all these benefits. But us as tax-paying citizens don't have the luxury of being able to get that in our own country where we pay taxes. Y'all, make it make sense. I don't understand. I don't. And to be quite honest, I never want to do anything governmental, aid-wise or help-wise. But I've gotten to the point where I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Forget it. If they're going to give it to me and if we can qualify, absolutely, I'm going to take it. Because it's not free. My husband and I pay for it with our taxpayer dollars. And we pay a lot in taxes. I'm just telling you. So I'm like, well, okay, fine. I'm going to start getting whatever I can for whatever situation that we're in. Because at this point, why not? I'm kind of over the fact that I'm supporting 7.2 million people coming into this country. Actually, more than that. The other thing that I want to talk about briefly is that, I've talked about burnout before, like preparedness type burnout before. And I think that may be part of the purpose, if you will. And I actually heard somebody else talk about that this morning, and I thought, you know what? I've kind of been thinking about that for a while, but he said it very eloquent, like he just put it right out there. And I thought, I think that's it. So part of a military strategy is to wear somebody down, right? Wear that person down, wear the enemy down. You just continue to wear them down. Interrogation tactics, you just wear them down over time, right? That's what you do. So maybe we're seeing a situation where they just want to weigh us, like they just want to wear us out, not weigh us down. Maybe that too. They want to wear us out. Maybe that's what we're looking at. And as soon as we get to the point where we're just so tired, so frustrated, so done, so over, ready to throw our hands up, that's when they come in and go, "Ooh, we gotcha. Awesome." And then they can manipulate and mold at that point. But maybe that's part of the purpose in all of this, is to keep you in that flight or fight status all the time. Keep you in that just on the verge of losing it, of, oh my gosh, something bad's going to happen, and then it's really not going to happen. And something bad is going to happen, and no, we're okay. Something bad is going to happen. Nope, that's not it either. We're going to hype it. We're going to talk it. It really wasn't that big a deal. Maybe this whole thing is done purposely to keep us doing that as well. Get those high and lows to where we get to a point where we're like, oh my God, I'm so exhausted. I'm just absolutely physically, emotionally, mentally exhausted. I can't do this anymore. And we're just going to stop. I can't. It is what it is. I'll do whatever. I'll do whatever they say. I'll do whatever they want me to do. I just can't anymore. Maybe that's actually their purpose. Maybe they realize that those of us who are like super, I don't want to say super conservative, but who are on that side, those of us that know what's going on, or that are awake, or that have our eyes open, or those of us who are preparedness type people, maybe those are the people that they're trying to target right now. Maybe it's not everybody else out there. Maybe it is specifically us that they are trying to target, because they know if they get that group of people, everybody else is just cakewalk. If they can get this group of people, if they can get those rebels, if they can get those patriots, if they can get those people that are willing to stand up and fight and that know what's going on, maybe then we can go in and do a reset and figure out what we're going to do with everybody. Because if we get this group, everybody else will be fine. Those guys are easy out there. We can get them. This group is going to be a little bit more difficult. So we're going to just continue to wear them out. So what I say is, you know what? If you need to take a little bit of a break, take a little bit of a break, take a little bit of a breather. Don't give up. Don't give in. And absolutely 100% continue to do what you do. Continue to be a preparedness type person. Continue to prepare. Continue to stock up and store up. Keep moving forward, even if it's a little bit of a time. Don't ever, ever, ever stop completely. Don't ever go back. Don't ever throw your hands up and go, you know what, this is ridiculous. We're done. Continue to move forward, continue to push forward, and hopefully we will all get through it if we stay together. And that's kind of part of building that community, is if we've got all these like-minded people together, you can't break that. You can't. If we've got people out here all over, well, it's really easy to infiltrate. It's really easy to pull apart. It's really easy to get in there. But if we come together and we build this wall of us that they can't penetrate, that they can't get through. And if one of our community members feels the point that I'm just so tired, I'm exhausted, we've got the other community to stand up and go, no, you need to keep motivated. Let's go. If you need to take a little bit of a break, that's fine. We got your back. We're here to watch you. We're here to protect you. We're here to stand up for you while you take that little bit of a break. And then when you're ready, come back in. Somebody else can take a break. We've got your back. That's what we need to do. We've got each other's back. That's what we need to build the community for. Not because you get along with people, not because you like people, not because you want a social hour. It's to build that fence, that really strong, sorry, swallowed a bug, I believe, or something. Woo. Okay. It's to build that bond so that it can't be penetrated, so it can't be broken into. That's what building that community is. All right, that's what I have to ramble on about today. Sorry it was so long. Sorry the first part of that was kind of rambling, but I think we get to a point where we're like, you know what? I'm tired of supporting everybody else. I work hard. My husband works hard. Even when he's not working, he's a home dad. He is taking care of the house. He's taking care of the laundry, because right now I'm working full time. So our roles kind of reverse. So he's still working. He's taking care of all the animals and stuff and doing all that while I am working full time right now. So that's what I have to talk about. Just take care of yourself. Watch your community. Watch your friends and neighbors. Watch your back. Take a break if you need to, but don't ever break that bond. Come back together. Once again, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. I hope you guys have a wonderful, amazing day. Stay strong. We'll talk to you soon.